everybody. Welcome to Disabilities Redefined with Dr. Wagner. I am yours truly, Dr. Truett Wagner, and I am here with one of the funniest people I have met this year. we actually have been talking for quite a while, and he won't let me record because he keeps making me laugh. So you know what? I finally had to say, let's get to it. All right, Terry. Terry's name is on the internet. Everybody meet Terry Khashram. Am I saying it right? Khashram?
Exactly, yes.
Okay.
That's right.
But we know him as Terry K. And he's a budding comedian and very, very funny. Check out his Instagram page, Terry K. Welcome, Terry. How are you?
Thank you. I'm doing great. Thank you. How are you?
Good to finally be here. Good to finally be here with you. It's been a long time for us we've been planning it for a while, and a lot has happened. But I want to jump right in to some of our questions first, and then I do want to spend time talking about your comedy career. Your upcoming emergence into the field of comedy.
Awesome.
It's quite funny. You do not have that posted on your Instagram page at this time. But one of the first things I asked you whenever we met was, you ever thought about doing stand-up? And so you've got it written all over you.
Thanks.
Yeah, but now you just made your debut, right? At the Yuck Yucks, was it?
Yeah.
Yuck, I can't say it. Tell it.
Okay. Yuck Yucks.
Yes, and it was virtual.
Yes.
Yeah, well, virtual is great. I tell you, every time I go to Los Angeles before the pandemic, we would always go to some Hollywood comedy club, and I really did enjoy it. I love comedy. I'm not funny myself. I'm more of a kind of I love to be made to laugh, so that's my great thing. But I've always found myself gravitated toward comedy. But let's start with your Instagram page, which is a great page. You're always putting little scenarios, and I want to call them short films of 2-3 seconds of history.
Yeah, exactly.
What is it? What's MS? That is the name of your page. What is all that about? What's MS?
It's more of a personal meaning to me. What's MS? It's like a reminder. A lot of people probably think I'm saying, "Hey, what's MS?" as a joke because I'm in a chair and all. But really, it's MS doesn't own me. MS doesn't limit my life. I mean, I have physical limitations, but not mental, right? So it's more like me saying MS has nothing on me. So I just carry on.
Right. And now multiple sclerosis. Yeah, go ahead. What were you going to say?
It's a long-lasting disease. It affects the brain, the spinal cord, optic nerves in your eyes. Everyone with MS lives similar but different experiences of life, with their symptoms and stuff. The most common symptoms is balance, muscle control, just other parts of nerves in your body. So it's really random. For everybody, it's random. You can't ask somebody, what do you go through? Does this guy go through the same thing? It's all different for everybody.
You obviously do quite like to share your story through humor. And
yes.
I really do quite like that. So, listen, you hit on something earlier. You just said that, it's kind of your name, and you brought it the name of your Instagram page, and you said it's like a joke, and you go there. Okay, let's don't beat around. I was talking to a friend of mine the other day, and I was like, listen, this kid, I mean, he puts Joan Rivers to shame. I'm like,
stop. Stop.
Because you really go there. Like, you post things on the internet, on Instagram, like falling asleep. And I love that.
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
When I started this Instagram page, it was my new adventures. I just settled in a chair. I wasn't in a chair 2 years ago. I was suffering. Honestly, I was suffering. I was still walking. I never had the support of people telling me, just sit in the chair if that's what makes you comfortable. Because I always felt like sitting in a chair was giving up. So I finally accepted being in a chair. And I said, you know what? I'm going to start this Instagram account, and I'm going to start showing people what's MS. MS got nothing on me. So I'm going to start showing people I'm out there. I don't care if I'm in a chair, right? So I posted a few posts, swimming, kayaking, and I was like, it's not giving me the oomph. I'm not putting my vulnerability side out there. I'm getting support and stuff, but what if there's people that can't do the kayaking they look at me and they're like, they get depressed. Like, oh, I wish I could do that. So I wanted some meaning to my page. I was hoping for something. I didn't know what to do. And then I took my dog out for a little stroll on my wheelchair.
Oh, that, that,
That
that
was
was,
crazy.
woo.
And a lot of people say, how did I catch that on a security camera? I used to drive. My camera used to point at my car right outside my place. I live on a main floor condo. So I used to point at my car, and I just left it there. After I sold my car, my camera still points there. I'm strolling with her. She drops me. My dignity, everything about me, I was in shame. I was going home embarrassed because two ladies helped me up. I was really embarrassed. As soon as I went into my home, I saw my monitor, the camera screen, and I said, please God, tell me I caught that on camera. And I did. And that was the start. That was when I realized all my intention was to make people laugh, to show them I'm still human and this stuff is funny. We go through falls.
Yes. Well, for those people out there, he on his Instagram, and I think that was one of the posts that really made me start following you. The dog, he's walking the dog, he's in his chair, and the dog is, what is it? She's chasing a squirrel. I showed a few friends of mine, and we like made bets. Is she spooked by a noise? Does she see a squirrel or another dog? Or somehow that dog just takes off and you with her. So yeah. But yeah. So
she didn't go far. She didn't go far. There was two dogs with her friends. She wanted to really see them. And there was a big trash can. You don't see it. So these two dogs went around the corner, and we both have this understanding, the other dog walker, that, when we get close, just turn around and go the other way. But the trash can it was unexpected. So my dog saw these two dogs and said, let's go. And I said, no, wait. So I turn around, try to go the other way, which you don't see, but she had too much force on me. And I'm like, oh my God. Generally, she's a good dog, just so you know, but not trained or anything.
She's a black Labrador, is it? Black Lab, is it?
She's a mixed Rottie Shepherd.
Oh.
She has more mixes in her. I did a DNA testing on her, but let's just say Rottie Shepherd, Rottweiler Shepherd.
So what was it like then doing your first stand-up? Because that just happened recently. I mean, now I heard it was not for the faint at heart. I heard that you really, it was as we would say in America, because you're in Canada. I'm sorry I didn't say that earlier.
Okay.
Yeah, you're in Canada. And the Yuck Yucks is a very well-known comedy club throughout Canada. Is that correct? Is that?
Definitely.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, and it is what we would say is uncensored here in America.
Uncensored.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Okay. You are uncensored.
I was uncensored, yes. It was virtual. By the way, I was supposed to be on stage on March 26th, but because of COVID, I got canceled.
Right.
So that would have been more nerve-wracking on stage with live audience, how are they going to react to me? So it got canceled, and then I got approached probably a month, 2 months later. I had a friend of mine that convinced me to do the Yuck Yucks, just so you know, because he was doing it as well. He has more experience, but he's like, hey, you need to do this. So he helped me. We collaborated, material went on. Anyway, so the virtual was no audience. So it was basically me ranting on screen and then getting judged right after. So it wasn't as nerve-wracking as it would be on stage, right? Because I just had to do my spiel. The only thing is, last second, because I didn't have my chair in the camera, I switched rooms and the room was dark. And that's what I wasn't happy about. So when you do see it, it was in a dark room and I wasn't happy because you need to see my face, right? But it was good. Overall, it was fun.
And I think you're going to be great. Again, as I said, when we first met, one of the first things I said was, you ever thought about doing stand-up? And then, of course, it was, well, I just did it, made my debut. So you've got it written all over you, Terry. So I hope you will keep doing it.
Thank you.
Now let's go back into social media, because I really believe social media has been a very positive aspect or factor, social factor within the disabled population.
I was on the board of directors for the MS Society in a town near Toronto, and I was the youngest board of director, and I had a lot of influence over people because I was young, I was affected with MS, but I wasn't in a chair. I was still walking, but I did a lot of speeches in universities, awareness speeches, right? Just to let people know that you don't know who beside you why he's squinting. You don't know. He might have some nerve issues with his eyes. So I just wanted to give out awareness. And I felt like I was doing good in this world, but not as good as I am right now on social media. I feel more fulfilled. I feel like I'm just, I have more of a audience to show these 5-minute clips instead of giving
Yes.
a lecture. Because a
Yeah.
lecture is a lecture, right? But when
Right.
you actually put an action on it and you're falling out of your chair and doing something, you know what I mean? I just feel it's more impactful.
You have such a great career ahead of you. Such a great guy. You give out such good energy. Uh,
Thank you.
where you want to lead? Where is the future holding for Terry K?
Oh my God. It's really simple. At the moment, I'm just day by day, just making people smile. It's really simple. Again, when I was part of the MS Society, I thought I was helping people. I thought I was there for people. It's not as fulfilling as what I'm doing now, just to make people laugh, you know?
Would you be on a reality show?
So I've come a long way with anxiety, okay? You maybe don't see it. I got a lot of anxiety that I play with, and I have good support now beside me, but I got a lot of anxiety. So before jumping into something, I have millions of questions. I got to know every scenario of what I'm jumping into. So definitely, yes, just as long as all my questions are answered.
Okay. All right, then that's good. Yeah, I think we need more. I think we need more reality shows because I think, like you said, the normalization factor, normalization
Yeah,
of things. And, I think though it takes a special kind of person. People kind of bash reality shows, but I really do think it takes a special kind of person to make one work. Because again, I think that you have to be very open, but you also have to be very cautious and guarded because you want to give
definitely.
enough away, but you don't want to
Definitely.
give too much away. And
You know what's funny? That people, when they see someone fall, someone's walking and they fall, it's easy to laugh at them. Giggle, laugh, haha. But when you see someone in a chair fall, the first thing I usually hear is, I didn't want to laugh. It was funny, but I didn't want to laugh. I'm like, no, laugh. Who cares? What's the problem?
you know,
But people, they don't want to laugh at it. They
right.
think it's.
That is a great way to end this interview.
Awesome.
Terry, you have been a great guest. I'm going to
Thank you.
disclose a little bit. You you would send me little messages that maybe you were a little nervous. I didn't meet you at the time. I hadn't met you at the time, but I kept saying, "Why are you nervous? You seem like a natural." So, in front of everybody, how was it? How was the interview? Did you enjoy it?
It's, definitely. It's because your ambiance is calming. That's why.
Well, I think you have something to do with that as well. Okay.
Yeah.
You know what I'm thinking though, and let's put this out here now. Why don't you do a comedy routine for us? Could we?
Oh my God.
We could. Oh my God, we could. We could put that together, and we could have our first comedy act on our show.
Sounds good.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna cut. I'm gonna stop recording now, and we're gonna stick around a little bit and make it work, and we'll announce it on social media.
Awesome. Sounds good.
Okay.
Sounds good.